What do you make of the report from ESPN that there was, quote, no way that Tom Brady was going to trade Maxx Crosby to the Patriots?
Very petty of Brady there, huh? I believe it, and I want to see what Alex Guerrero, the apparent GM of the Raiders, does with the draft picks they got from the Ravens.
So call me crazy, I actually viewed it as a sign of endearment or like a positive thing. Like, there's no way I'm going to trade this amazing player.
Respect.
A sign of respect for Mike Vrabel of how good of a coach he was. I know people are taking this like, Tom Brady, you're supposed to, how could you? Another sign that, goes back to the Super Bowl where he said he didn't have a dog in the fight. I took it as the ultimate sign of respect that there's no way I'm giving a player of this caliber to Mike Vrabel, but, maybe that's just me. All right, number 2, you can take a little more time with this one, Chad. Is anyone watching the World Baseball Classic? Everyone was so into the Olympic hockey and the international competition there. This feels really dull right now with the World Baseball Classic.
Yeah, it's a weird event because it happens in spring training when everybody's ramping up and you're not quite sure if you can go full throttle. I think it catches on once you get down to the rounds with the teams, with the players you're really familiar with, and the countries that really care about this. Japan really cares about it. Dominican Republic, Venezuela. Gets a little bit more buzz then, and the level of play is a little bit higher too. We've seen some blowouts in this so far, a lot of pitching shutouts. But it's fun. It's not the Olympics, which is what Bryce Harper said, kind of undermined the event a little bit by saying, yeah, this is cool, but it's not what we've got coming up in 2028.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be honest, I forgot the World Baseball Classic was happening until it started. There was zero buzz for this event. The fact that it happens in spring training before people are into baseball, I think really does kind of hinder it. You don't have the best players. A lot of the pitchers obviously are just getting their arms warm for the season. They don't want to do too many high leverage situations. I think Major League Baseball really needs to consider stopping their season in 2028 and participating in the Olympics, as Bryce Harper says. You saw what a shot in the arm it did for hockey when they stopped their league and let their players compete on the world stage. And Major League Baseball is no longer top dog. It's not even close anymore. It's more of a niche sport, and I think they could really benefit from having the buzz of the Olympics in 2 years. So I think that's something to watch for. All right, number 3, David versus Goliath. There's this crazy story. The town of Foxborough versus FIFA. Is anyone willing to pony up the $7.8 million? The town of Foxborough is saying they're not going to give the permit to host these World Cup matches if the Crafts or if FIFA doesn't come up with this money. Chad Finn, who are you rooting for in this story, Foxborough or FIFA?
I'm rooting for David, man. That's Foxborough. I love that they're trying to stick up for themselves and fight back against FIFA, which is not the most trustworthy organization in the world. It's a tiny amount of money to them. It's a tiny amount of money to the Kraft Group too. So good for Foxborough for standing up for itself and saying, pay the bills first.
Like, guys, what are we doing? We're making money hand over fist at this soccer tournament. Every event is going to be like a mini Super Bowl. Just pony up the money and pay for the security. And good for the town of Foxborough. I thought Dan Shaughnessy had a tremendous column on Sunday in the Globe talking about how this is first of all, these are people who are just have regular jobs like 9 to 5, not exactly making big money in the Foxborough Town Council, but they prevented Monday Night Football from happening here for 15 years.
Yeah.
So these guys can stand up to the big guys. So good for you guys for standing up for the fight.